The new data types actually given by this TSQL, or certainly by the SQL Server, not the TSQL enhancements, is also seen by certainly new and specific data types that the SQL Server can understand, and they are eligible to be used only within the SQL Server environment. Datetime 2, and datetime of set. Actually, those are four data types set to work and to be compatible with all the projects that they run SQL Server in background, uh, to enhance and to facilitate the work when manipulating data, no more, no less. The declaration of variables, and to define a variable in a program, we can refer to the declare keyword, and then after we have to mention an arrobas, the at sign, the arrobas only, to specify that what would come after. In this example, DOB, date of birth, it's a variable, user-defined variable. The arrobas means that what it comes later is a variable. The declare is a keyword. Those are actually two statements where we can define two variables. The first one, date of birth, is a date, and the second one, the variable two, it is meds. It's user defined. We can write whatever we want, no space. We have to respect the rules for nominating variables, and we precede it with an arrobas, an at sign, and we have to mention the data type that this variable would hold, the data type of the values that this variable or any would hold, no more, no less. So it's the syntax, how we declare variables within an SQL Server environment. This is actually a way how we declare variables with their data types, with their content type, not only for those four data types that they are specific to SQL Server, but for all the data types if we are willing to uh, go centralized. We centrally create and declare a variable, and later on in the program we just call it. We initialize it again and again and again, and we update it again and again and again, and so on. So SQL Server variables declaration way. Last class we talked about uh, the, the the scope in which we declare a process in which we are having a sale and a store. We are making a sale, and then after we are making a store update. In the sense of we are having a list of products. We are having a list of products. Yeah, whatever. We are having a list of products. Yeah, those are the products, whatever they are. Product 1, 2, 3, and those are the sales. Those are the sales. From the trade, what we are making actually as a trade. The table of the entity name is trade, and we are having here the store which is the stock. The entity name is stock. We make the sale. We make the sale. We buy or we sell. We buy or we sell. We buy or we sell again and again and again and again. And at every each single sale, we have to update the store, the stock entity. If we sell one product from the this product number one, we have to deduct its quantity from the stock. If we buy let's say a quantity from this product number one, we have to increment the quantity in the stock, and so on. We sell, we increment, we buy, we decrement, and so on. So this process, in this case here, actually in this example only, we are making two processes at the same time. We are making a sale, and then after we're making an update. We are making an insert in the trade entity, and here in the stock table, actually in the stock entity, we are making an update. So both, they have to happen all together consecutively, means in the sense of we make a trade, then after, right after, immediately we make an update in the stock. we cannot make a buy, for example, activity without incrementing the stock. The system would fail. Actually, there would be a problem in the system. So we have to do the update of the stock, and at the same time, we cannot make a sell of a product which is empty. We do not have actually the stock. If it is zero, we cannot make a sell. So we cannot sell something which we do not have in stock. So the system has to check up what is remaining in the stock in order to sell it. So they are correlated tasks to do at the same time. Ordinary process can ask us, or developers can go behind of making a trade query, and then after making a second stock query separately, manually done, which can lead to a result, which can lead actually to yes, to an output. Yet this is not what we are actually willing to, what we can actually expect to have as a best practice and as a secure process. Secure in the sense of information assurance, guaranteeing that the process will make the system run perfectly. If we buy, we increment. If we sell, we decrement. So the system will not fail in this regard, information assurance. Thus, the TSQL has come with an enhancement that helps us in doing so. We merge both queries or both processes all together. The merge statement, which is actually a TSQL process. The merge process is not defined from scratch with the TSQL only, but here it is enhanced, and we can see it in action. In the sense of the merge statement from the TSQL, it would help us guarantee that a list of processes to happen at the same time altogether based on group of criterions. Based on group of criterions. So this and that actually they would be running once they are actually required, or they would fail once it is the case, or it depends on the scenario. So merge statement is our solution in this approach. Before I continue, did you understand what I just explained to you about this sale and about this sale activity, the trade and the stock, about this the merge need? Did you understand what I just presented you, please? Noel, what does the merge do actually, if you can answer this question? The question is to you. Noel, do you have the answer to the question, please?
Yes, Mr.
What does the merge do? مسجلة في اختبار الساعة 11 في السايبر سيكيورتي أو لا؟ Let's have a look, a closer look to the merge statement we are having here. Let's have a look to this merge statement and this overview. Okay, the merge statement actually, it starts with the keyword merge. We are going to merge two entities. The entities we are having, they are the stock and the trade. We are having the entity stock and we are having the entity trade. We are going to merge a process between those two entities. But the merge would happen on the stock once the trade happened. I repeat, the merge would happen on the stock once the trade process happened. If we make a sale or a buy, the stock would be updated. If we make a sale, we update the stock. If we make a buy, we make an update to the stock. Very easy. The concept is very easy. So the merge is on stock. Merge stock. Using what? Using the entity to trade. Merge the stock once the trade has something. Actually, so technically we say merge entity that would receive the update using the entity that would receive actually the process, which is the insert or the whatever. In our case, is the insert. So merge stock using trade. Stock and trade, what are they? This is the stock and this is the trade. Merge stock using trade. The merge would happen on a value, which is the name of the product. The name of the product. In this case is the symbol field. Symbol. So we are going to merge the symbol and the stock. If it is matching, the symbol and trade. Again I say, we are going to merge the stock using the trade on the field symbol here and here, when the symbol in the stock is equal to the symbol in the trade. Merge stock using trade on stock.symbol equals trade.symbol. Is that clear, please? Noel, is that clear?
Clear, Mr.
Okay, we continue. No, it's an easy process to understand. Don't worry. It's a very easy process that you'll understand it. Don't worry. Just you have to read the content, understand what I'm explaining, and later on when you revise, you'll have the key understanding. Merge entity number one using the one that will receive the update, using the entity that will receive the process on a field. That's it. And you have to make a test here. We are making a quality test. If the value of the symbol here equals the value of the symbol here, so we do what we want to do. What is the thing to be done? All of this block, when matched, and we have a constraint. See here, actually, I'm gonna just make a small preview here. Order, I'm gonna bring to front. That's it. So I'm gonna maximize the view here. See here, we have the BYA symbol of product has got a cell. We sold 5 entities. We sold 5 entities minus 5. So the system has produced 5, has given 5 to the customer. Okay. And the stock, how many we have? We have 5 also. We sold 5 and we have already 5. So how much is remaining? 0. Why? Because when we add the minus 5 to the 5, it would give us 0. So here, when matched, means the symbol in trade equals the symbol in stock, which is true. BYA here in symbol in trade equals the BYA here in stock. So they match. This is perfect. In addition to that, they matched. In addition to this approach, they matched. The sum of this minus 5 plus the 5 minus 5 plus 5 is how much? Is 0. Is 0. You see the 0 here? Thus, they match, and their sum, the value is 0. The quantities. So the delta here value plus the quantity here value, if they are summed and they give 0, so we do this block. What is the block? Actually, no more product in stock from this product. There is no more product in this stock. There is no product in the stock. So the stock does not have any quantity from this product BYA. We delete the BYA from the stock. We delete the BYA from stock. Delete stock if entirely sold. Very easy, it's a concept. The second case, when matched only, but the sum here is not zero, when matched only. So we update. For example, we sold only 2, minus 2 here. We sold only 2, and we have 5. So the remaining is 3. It's not 0. It's not 0. So here on matched only, we make update. Whatever the update is. We update only. Update stock quantity. The next not matched means there is no the symbol we set in trade here is not available in stock. We do not have a product that have the name and symbol here, like the NWT. The NWT here, we do not have it in stock. Thus, we insert it, we add it to the stock, and here it happens. We're not matched by target. The target is the stock. The target is the stock. So we insert the value. Summary and conclusion. The merge statement will deal with two entities. It has a target. It has a target entity, which is the one to receive the action. In our case, he's the stock. Either we are going to update or to insert or to delete from the stock. Using which entity? Using the trade. Something happens to the trade. Based on that, we update or insert or delete to the stock. So merge stock using trade. This process of insert or update or delete or whatever, it would happen if the symbol in trade is equal the symbol in stock. On stock.symbol equal trade.symbol. The test of equality here. If validated and verified, thus, we have two conditions if they are matching. Either to delete if the totality, the sum of the value in delta and in quantity is 0. We delete. Or we update if the value is different. No, it's not the same. So the sum is not 0. The sum here plus here is not 0. So we update only. Otherwise, if they do not match, we're not matched. So we insert in stock. Not matched by target. By target, which is the stock. We make insert. Okay, I give you a few seconds to ask if you have any questions, please. Do you have any questions, please?
No, mister. No, mister.
That's great. So it means that this merge statement, at least it's not the syntax. The syntax actually you understand it. I can read it again and again. It's available in our book. But the concept, did you understand the concept clearly? What does it mean merge? And we use it for what? Is that clear? The merge, literally said. And we use it for what as per this example here? I hope it's clear. For you. And if it's not, please refer to the book for more details about this stuff, how it has to be used and so on. Okay, let's keep going on. The join method actually, when we did actually here the comparison, merge stock and trade, there are actually, this one merged and not matched, there are actually joining methods, which are clauses that we have to follow. Either they are matched or not matched by target or matched by source, and so on. So we have to consider that. Those are the differences. Those are actually the cases, not differences. Those are the cases of the clauses where we can use this join method over the merge statement. So the join will cause us to use either this block or this block, the delete or the update or the insert or whatever we have. Just one before I continue, to insist on that and to clarify it for you also and to make it more clear, the by source and by target. We have in that example actually we're not matched by target. We're not matched by target. In this example, the target is the stock. If we change the by target to by source, like this one here, by source, we're not matched by source. What would happen in this merge statement if we changed this by target here? We change it to be when not matched by source. Then what would happen here? What would be the effect? Here the insert value, trade.symbol, trade.delta, where they would be actually inserted. Here the target is the stock. So where they will be inserted. And this stock, if we change this one to by source, when not matched by source, then the insert would be done where? Can you answer, please? Mariam, can you answer? Are you with me? Actually, it's a common sense of understanding. So if we change this one by source, so this insert would happen on the second entity, which is the trade. Absolutely. We will reduplicate the value again inside the trade on if we change this one to by source, not by tag. Very clear. Be careful in here. A small activity actually to help us in memorizing and manipulating more the declaration of variables within the SQL environment. No more, no less. So I'm going slowly actually to not to avoid actually eliminating the other students and helping them to catch up later on after the exam. So, the data manipulation process actually it is one of the contexts that we have to consider. The data manipulation means the queries for the insert, update, alter, maybe truncate also, and so on. So the data manipulation queries, the DML queries, they are to be considered. So the merge statement is one of the scenarios. The merge statement is one of the scenarios that we have to consider, which is a success that this TSQL has brought to us. So developers, they may think to use the merge statement when needed, whenever it's needed. But there is another advance that this TSQL also that can help us in securing more this merge statement and the transaction in question, things like that. So we may think of the stored procedures, the stored procedures. We define the stored procedures that they are actually procedures stored in the API to be utilized again and again when needed during the life cycle of the project in question. The syntax for that is to use the keyword create procedure. Then you give the name, the user-defined name, whatever the name you like. It is dependent on the question or the task to do and things like that. So it's user-defined. As, and you give a beginning and end. In between, you do whatever you like. For the case of the merge statements, you would like to generate a merge statement and a procedure body, you can do that. So it would happen in between the begin and the and. Between here, we do the merge. Whatever we have, actually, the merge statement, what it will do, it will do here. The procedure will be stored inside the API layer, and later on in the project, whenever we need it, we'll just execute it this way. So the name of the procedure here is user stored procedure update books, USP update books. It's a user defined name. Later on in the program, if we want to execute this procedure and get the result, so we just call the name using the keyword exec. Exec, actually, it would launch this procedure defined earlier, available in this procedure section, stored procedure section, and would be actually put in effect or make in effect or just being executed. That's it. Exec. User defined procedure, the name of the procedure. We can also eliminate the word exec and we just call the name of the stored procedure. We see that in other examples. The two scenarios, they are validated. So exec, user defined procedure, the name of the stored procedure, immediately you write the name of the stored procedure. It will give us a result. The SQL Server will understand that and we give you the result. The API even will understand that and we call the stored procedure in question. Any questions here, please, related to the merge statement, the stored procedures, or the combination of both merge statements and the stored procedures? Now, 3 points we are explaining: the merge statement, the stored procedures, and the combination of both stored procedures and merge statement within the body of the stored procedure. Any requests? Anything you want me actually explain again, please? This is great. So I believe that it is clear since you are not asking anything. So this is great. So we go further. We go further from within this TSQL enhancement. We arrive to the analytics and the analysis section in this chapter number 2 and this unit number 2 using dedicated aggregates methods, functions from within the queries body. So we have a SQL query, but along with that, we are going to call an aggregate, call a stored procedure, call a function to do. In this example, or in this case here, we start with the grouping operator. Group by clause. See the example in front of us. We are having a chance to display a list of attributes, or let's say fields from an entity named inventory. From an entity named inventory. And the content of, not the content, but the display, the result, is going to be ordered and arranged by groups, not by values, by groups, not by values. So the similar items, they are going to be ordered all together. They would be set and displayed all together. And the similar items, they would be actually ordered also by color, grouped and ordered by color. So simply, we are going to group them and order them. Simply. We select what we want. We use literals also if you'd like. We can use literals if you are passing an aggregate. We are passing an aggregate, so we use a literal for the field title from the entity we need. We group them by field. This is a field. Here it is. This is a field. It has to be somewhere. This is it. And also we order them. The order here is arbitrary, but the context of the group, and let's say clause, it is just to group by here. Stops here at this point here only. This is an added value. Order by. We're going to order them also. Let's take the example. Let's take the example here. We are selecting those fields in addition to those aggregates here. We are having aggregates. The average, the count, the minimum, the maximum, the sum, addition from an entity, and it would be actually ordered by. We are given the ID and the ID and the date. What we will get here in this example is that we are going to make a math function here call from within the SQL query in question. We are not using the group by here. The book is not given the group by example here, but even though we are seeing part of the task, which is the aggregates use. But if we'd like to make any grouping, we just use the keyword group by. I'll give you the chance to have a look in here and tell me and give me actually your feedback if you have any questions. I may ask you actually any question later on. See here, we are writing RAVJ, whatever you are actually revenue average or something like that. It is here. It is set as a title ahead of the full field. The full field is having this title. Then the R count, the revenue count, CNT. Here it is, RCNT. It's the title of the full field. So this is the literal. It is the header of a field. This is for this one, the header here, and this is the header here, and so on. Those are the headers. No more, no less. Any questions, please?
No.
Great. If you hear your name, please say yes, please. If you hear your name, please say yes.